Hello, Divine Sunshiners. How are you doing today? Today I'm going to come with a new energy read for the Divine Twin Souls that are in union. Uh, some of the energies, you have some new kind of things coming in and happening, especially if I'll call this union, reunion, and recognition. I'll take a bite from Daniel Boone, LLE Ascensions. That so we're looking at all aspects. If you are a twin soul who is in recognition, that means you kind of recognize and you're at the beginning stage of each other, knowing that this one seems to be the one, he's a little different or she's a little different. Then that you kind of have that inkling that you know this person from somewhere back, but you just can't really put your finger on it. Reunion would be that you all have been together. However, you have went through the self-discovery phase, which others call the separation phase, and then now kind of working your way back to each other. And in union, mean you have worked all the kinks out. Thank you, congratulations to you that you have went to almost to the top of the leaderboard as far as you've worked everything out, and so now you all have decided to work things out together. You're doing the, I call it the Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where you turn your backs towards each other and start saying, let's start saving the world. You do your thing, I do my thing. We're definitely a twin because we're making that 11-11 and we're going out to save the world thing. So that's what that would be for union. This week I am running a special. I am off, thank you Jesus, from the little kitties, from the little lovelies. So I'm free all this week to do readings. So I would say take advantage of that. The readings will be $11 for 30 minutes and $22 for 60 minutes. You can go to, the way you can get that is to go to my webpage, which is www.divinetwinsoul11.com. Go to the services page, click on the book online link button, and then it will lead you to my services on my site for you to book a reading. Doesn't matter what time of day. All bookings and readings have a 48 to 72 hours. It could be 24 to 78 is the longest. 72 hours is the longest that a reading turnaround has, depending on how busy I become. You can also go on my Instantgo. There's no special there. The Instantgo is the regular rate there. That is go divinetwinsoul11.com. For that, if you want a phone reading or if you want just a 3-card reading where I kind of just take the picture, or sometimes I will explain to you what that is for the day. So that's it. But really, to me, you can't beat bang for a buck, $11 for 30 minutes. I would go definitely through my special instead of going to Instantgo. That's just my 2 cents, but my 22 cents. But that's where I would go about that. Okay, enough of me ranting and raving. Let's kind of get into these energies for the week. Again, with my readings, I don't put a time stamp on it because I believe that whatever time that you pick on one of my videos is the video that you need to listen to. So I'm almost like an oracle video. So whichever one you flip through and say, oh, I like the title of this, click on it, then that's the one that you need to be listening to. Okay? All right, so let's get into the energies for the union. Clear? Let's look at what's in the heart space of the Divine Masculine for this week. We got 3. What's in the mind space of the Divine Masculine this week that's in union? Mind space with 2. All right, what's in the heart space of the Divine Feminine? Whoa, oh, you flipped on now. For this week in union, and what is in the mind space of the Divine Feminine this week in union. Got a lot of activity, a lot of energies. Energy's been kind of up and down. Okay, I think I know who that is because I messed that card up by mistake. All right, so then what's in the heart space this week? Are they upside down? Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I got to check and verify something. Okay, if they're up, I got to read them the way they are. Okay. Okay, so these cards came upside down. So we have in reverse. Free yourself, separation, and you deserve love. I want to take the separation first. Separation came in reverse. So right now he's not thinking the divine masculine in his heart space. He does not want to separate from you. And matter of fact, he wants the bond to be much stronger than it is. Right now I'm seeing here he's like top of the world. Right now the divine feminine is really pretty much the focus of what's going on in his world. He might feel a little in union or recognition. Right now, things is a little kind of upside down. This is what I'm picking up, too. It's still a little covering in his heart space of what's going on in the heart here. But he's learning to open it up a little bit more than what it is. He's not as sheltered or as guarded as he was before. So I'm thinking something is a big reveal. There's a reveal that's going to happen about something. The angels are helping him out, but right now it's the feminine that is the focus of it. Yeah, things is a little upside down. This is what I want to say, a little kind of topsy-turvy. I know I've been picturing like that spinning of the wheel. Okay, I got confirmation from Angel Raphael that that's true with the notification. So things are kind of, I'm thinking like a spinning. You know, like it used to be in that amusement park where you had that twirler wheel. It used to spin you around and the force kept you kind of pinned to the wall. So I'm thinking things are spinning like the wheel of fortune. Things are changing. Things are coming and they're spinning kind of fast. You got the angels. Everything else is in the mix. In the midst of this, things are being revealed and open. This is what I'm picking up and this is what I'm sensing. You deserve love came in reverse. For this, with the divine feminine, most time when I use read this card, it's always saying go in the opposite direction. So right now, what's happening with things being topsy-turvy, I think it's like, let's not try anything new. Divine feminine, kind of keep the way that you are. Keep the steady flow of what got us here to keep it going. Don't change the direction. So whatever you was working, like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Please don't do anything different this week. Just keep on the straight path. You deserve love. When I look at this, to me, it's like we're at the point of we're not, if we're in union, we're not at the point of questioning. Because to me, for somebody to tell you you deserve love, that means you're at the point of kind of questioning where you are. Right now, with us being in union or reunion or recognition, we know we deserve love. There's nothing for us to question for. Nobody needs to validate that for us. Nobody needs to tell us to us. We know they would do. So that's why I say where you are, just keep that arrow going the same direction that you are, divine feminine. He's saying right now, whatever you're doing, you got the right one. You're doing the right thing, baby. So don't change. This one, free yourself, came out opposite. Well, then what's the opposite of freedom? Freedom is more so stability. Things not being so shaken up. So right now, with what you're doing, again, like I said, I feel like things are kind of spinning. It's like it's just going really fast, like the Wizard of Oz tornado, and things are kind of picking up speed. This is where I just keep on seeing that wheel, that tilt-a-wheel. That's what it called. It was a tilt-a-whirl. That thing that you spin around, and the velocity and the force will keep you back on the wall, and they would drop that wall or that floor, remember, and you still would be spinning. You're like, oh my God, the daggone floor is gone, and we would speed because the velocity and speed will keep you against the wall. So that's the same thing that's happening here, is that pretty much your heart chakra, you're grounded, things are going spinning around, but at the same time you're steady where you are, and there's no need of wanting to be free from anything. We have everything that we want. So that's what's in the divine masculine's heart space. This came up upside down, deception, and worth waiting for. Okay, we're in union, reunion, or in recognition. Right now, before when you came in, it was a question of deception, which would be like, okay, now this person, is this day, like the song, she just too good to be true. Okay, I'm looking at her, I don't know. I'm picking up in the past, this might have been the issue, especially if you were in reunion. You know, you had a lot of deception. You had a mask. I have a mask. Right now, we got the mask off. We're not in that point of deception right now. For us to be in reunion or union, some things have been let go. Matter of fact, you might be, and I think I seen that Danielle Boom's LLE Essentials. You might be seeing that person for the first time. So the divine masculine is looking at the divine feminine as is. Like when they sell a car and it's like it's as is. I mean, it ain't if the windows ain't working and the windshield wipers ain't working. Guess what? You bought it as is. You know, ain't no fixing afterwards and come back and say, take this car back because this ain't working. Because, you know, when I took it on the lot, it was working, but they say, well, you got to check everything before you take that sucker off the lot. Same thing is with the deception card. We don't have that. It's no more looking any kind of, it's as is. Warranties already been guaranteed by the divine. And so the masks have been taken off. So we're at this point that we're not concealing ourselves, concealing who we are. More so we're revealing who we are to each other. With this, worth waiting for. Right now we in union, reunion. Ain't no more waiting for because we're here. You know, the moment is here. The moment is now. You're living in now, living in the present. Not thinking about what happened in the past. Not thinking what's going to happen in the future. Because right now the time is now. So right now the angels are really just guiding you where you are. That's in his mind, that he's really getting some clarity about where things are going. Just really seeing, because like I said, when you're in union or in reunion, you've got to learn a new skill set. I don't care how it is, because you have been used to being in this thing, this deception. You got a mask and I got a mask and you got a mask and you got a mask. Sound like Oprah Winfrey. And you know, you're so used to everybody walking around masked that once everybody kind of dropped that mask, now you looking like, okay, so what do I do next? You know, now I'm vulnerable. You know, now I'm seeing you for you and you seeing me for me. So the divine time is, we know that the worth waiting for period is over with. Before it was cute. You know, I'm waiting. It get on your nerves too, because you're like, okay, I'm impatient. The time is now when it's going to be. And so they're here. So in his mind space, that's what's on it. In the divine feminines, in union, reunion, and recognition, these cards came up. You have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so right now, the divine feminine right now is really questioning things that's going on probably in this. Because again, like I said, you're coming from that skill set and that back of that. It's kind of hard habitually to come from that place that, you know, that's all you know. You're always looking over your shoulder. You know, you see them things. And now you're like, I'm free, really, truly. You know, I can love this person. And so right now in reunion, in union, I'm thinking she's still questioning, still doubting things. In reunion, she's still questioning and doubting things. Those who are in recognition, like the first time meeting them, they're really questioning beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's like, I can't, you know, yeah, I see him. I feel a little butterflies in my stomach, but I kind of really don't know if he's still the one. You know, I don't know what's different between him and Joe Blow down the street. You know, because he make my butterfly, my nature rise too. So I don't really know what's the difference between the nature rise, or if I'm or if something else is happening with me. I'm about to say breaking out in halves. Well, maybe that's so. I don't know how they do that, but however, this is just showing a lot of doubt. One next card that came out is love yourself first. Still in her heart, she knows that she's got to love herself first, especially if you're coming from reunion. You all have been done battle. You've been through some things, and at the same time, if you're coming in reunion, you're saying, okay, I got to still remember the things that I did. Like he said, whatever you did before, keep on doing it. Divine masculine is saying to you, okay, you would love yourself first. When you did that, you drew him in, because your attention wasn't all on him. When your attention is all on him, you repel him. And when your attention is all on yourself, you draw him to you. So he's saying, keep up with that. Love yourself first. Those of you out in union, keep on doing the work, the inner work. Don't stop and say, well, I got him now, so now I can rest because I sure is tired. No. you got to keep on working. Because see, when you do that, you lose momentum. Okay, so you want to keep this feeling of us all in rapture of love, as Anita Baker said. Caught up in the rapture, just you and I. Okay. Next card that came out, new love. So this is a new love, and that's probably why in some ways the ones who are in recognition's divine feminine in our heart space saying, I don't know, this don't feel like it's no chemistry here. Well, because it's new, you know, just like you got a new thing, a new toy, a new TV, you got to learn how to work the kinks out of it. You know, you got to see what all the functions is on it, what this remote controls here, and how do I set it up, and how I do it up to Wi-Fi, and all those different things. That same thing, just like that. How can you hook them up to, hook yourself up to the divine source to be able to do the work that you all have to do, set forth for your purpose and your mission. Those things, you know, how to even program each other, you know, how you got to do, because this is like a brand new person. He's coming brand new. He's not coming with those old things that he had before. And so with that, that's really causing you to say, again, I got to come up with some new brag of tricks. I'm not you tricking him, but I'm just a new strategy of how to do with this. So this is a new love. This came out reverse. Children. Maybe at this point, the divine feminine says, I have been working on healing my childhood issues. That's come up in a lot of readings on videos, even on mine, about that parenting issue. And so for you to be in reunion, union, or recognition, that means to me, when I see this upside down, means you have really conquered and have really tackled dealing with the healing of whatever issues that had happened to you as a child. Remember, and some of those issues I say is the feminine, maybe you weren't not nurtured enough. If you're the masculine, something with authority or with a parent, learning how to master yourself, how to be the master because of whatever it is that your father, maybe you didn't have a good connection. It messes with you being in authority, how to stand in your own power. And so that's an issue. So those things you have worked out. So that's what they're saying, that you have worked out. This came in reverse. Wedding, a serious commitment. And I'm thinking right now with the divine feminine and what she's going through, she's still working out some kinks. I'm seeing like a knot. And so like tying a knot, but that tying a knot just like a wedding, she's got to work out to undo some of those kinks like that. It might not be the perfect bow on a package deal of serious commitment. And with her in these cards that I drew here, with all these pretty much doubts that she's having, the serious commitment is kind of on the line. She's kind of at the place that she's got to kind of see. She knows this is the end point. This is the goal that she wants to have. However, right now, she's a little shaky-quaky about some things in her mind. Okay? Let's look at some of the blocks. What are some of the blocks that's going on energy-wise for twin souls in union, recognition, and reunion? For what are some of the blocks for the divine masculine? Okay, let's put it this way. Oh, got two of them. So, what are the blocks for the divine feminine and union, reunion, and recognition? What are the blocks? Hold on. Divine feminine, what are the blocks? Gotcha. Okay. Energy wise, some of the blocks that's going on with the divine masculine are the temple path and cornucopia. Now, when I look at this is something about him, his prosperity, bringing forth manifestation of things. This is the divine twin, soul number 11, 1 and 1. The awareness. So right now what he's working with is just really his manifestation into prosperity, how he's bringing the fruits of his labor forth, the seeds that he had planted, and he's having a blockade of being able to see it come into fruition in the 3D. So that would be that he's still dealing with some finances, still thinking some prosperous maybe thoughts, or really being grounded in that thought of being having abundance. And so that's something that he is working on. That's a blockage that he needs to work on. Okay. Next thing, we got the temple path, which would be his spirituality, into going into the knowingness about the divine twin, soul journey. He knows that's the path he wants to take, but again, this might be blockade because if you're still dealing with some of these 3D issues, the money, the finances, the wealth, the prosperity, bring manifestation into the things that you want and desire, this will cause a issue as well of being able to catch your spirituality, because your spiritual awareness and who you are sometimes is tied into your money, into your wealth as well. So he's got to work on dealing with that, of how to open himself up, knowing that you are the temple. So that means going within a lot, because this is very new for the divine masculine, this getting in touch with the feminine side, which is the touch with the emotions, and just really find that balance. So really find that temple within you, going on how to go inside and tap into those resources that you need. Okay, so we see a lot of heart chakra kind of energies going in here with all this green, and so that would be something that he would need to work on. Same thing with this cornucopia, which is your harvest, how you're harvesting, how you're manifesting things. I see the main thing right here would be definitely your solar plexus, which would be in your power, your authority. So he's got to learn how to be in his authority and to be grounded. And that's funny, I said that again as a child. That's something maybe he still needs to heal as well. Although that was for the feminine. Although that was for the feminine, but that was also something that he has to work out. Excuse me. Glasses fail. Okay. All right. So that is that. Let's move on to the divine feminine. Did 2 cards come out? No, just one. Okay. Her is no door to value. So this makes sense with all the cards say about this new love, unrequited love. Because if you have, and did I get self-love with her? No, that was him. Yeah, love yourself first. That's right. So if you had that love in yourself first, you will have that door to value. It would open. All these grand things would open up to you. They're saying like money flow, because again, if you know value or worth of self, that's how your someone told me that your money and your wealth of self, knowing your own worth, is tied in with your money. So that's your life power. Your yeah, right. That flows the life energy. So if that's not, if your money is funny, then that's because something's going on with the life energy there. So opening up the value, and that's probably why she's still having that doubt into the relationship, because she's kind of like, I don't know. I kind of know. Well, if you don't know what's going on with yourself, how are you able to recognize anything out in the outer than you? If you don't know your own worth, then you don't know how to find the value in seeing what is going on in you becoming in union or reunion or recognition of the union. So this is something that's a biggie as far as something that the divine feminine has to tackle. That's interesting that in some ways you got pillars over your divine thing. He got cornucopia mirroring each other. Cornucopia is your cornucopia. Thank you. Is your bounty. Money is abundance too. Both of these have to deal with abundance. Okay. Temple, you got your doorway to value. You got your temple path. In some ways, they kind of mirror each other too, because this is a path and this is a doorway. Okay. And the pathway usually leads to a doorway to somewhere. Okay. So this is both of them leading into, this is inner. So to me, this reflects the work that the divine masculine has to do, inner work, and the divine feminine for this one has to do outer work, the 3D work. So this would be 4D, 5D, and this will be 3D work that she has to do. You got the 3 and the 1. That's the Trinity, spirit, soul, and body. Get that aligned and find your awareness in that. And he does too. He's got awareness, got a 1. He got to get awareness on. And you got the 2 coming into unity. And you have the 11, which is awareness. So both of them have to become aware of something. Okay, so let's get on to what does the divine masculine want to say to the divine feminine. I want to do what does the universe say to them. Okay, I'll do that. Let's do that. And then I'll say, what does the universe say? All right. What does the divine feminine want to say to the, what does divine masculine want to say to divine feminine in union, reunion, recognition? What does the divine masculine want to say to divine feminine in union, reunion, and recognition? How many cards is this? This is my 4-card rule. Okay. And what does the divine feminine want to say to divine masculine? Okay. Everybody get that tripped out right there. She ain't saying too much. No, it's even. It's even. Okay, let me stop lying. Okay. So right now, the divine masculine is saying in union, reunion, recognition, there is passion. There is great passion. Again, I'm feeling Anita Baker said, caught up in a rapture of love. Right there. So you want this one right here. Passion. Right there. Just getting all wrapped up into it. And he's really in his angelic. He's saying, I'm really tapped into the divine as I'm doing this. I'm not coming from that 3D action as I was in the past. And so this just really being all into each other. Next thing he wants to tell her is this. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay. This came into reverse. I'm looking at it as saying this is not what right now the romantic feelings that I have. I'm not really concentrating on this. This is what Divine Master said. Right now, that romantic feeling stuff is that 3D stuff. That's that 3D soap opera box. Fabio on the horse whipping you up and carrying you up into the sunset and wishing you and making love on the beach while the waves is crashing all around us. He's like, listen here, we really ain't about that no more. You know, right now it's about the spirituality and this connection. We got to build this bond better than this romantic. That's not really on the forefront of my program with you. Okay, now this is what divine, this is what I'm picking up. This is not on my program. Not saying I don't want this, but right now we got to get this spirituality on lock. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up from this. Next card we have here is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. And so that shows right here when I show you this cornucopia card. Here, he knows it. He's trying to fight and battle that, but he knows that he really wants to provide. Again, I've told you this before in several other videos. Divine masculine, no matter if it's the old template, new print template, the divine masculine's program is to provide. He feels that. If he doesn't, he feels like he's inadequate. No matter 3D, 4D, 5D, all of them have that kind of feeling. So right now he's saying this is an issue and it's kind of bothering me, but I'm still pushing forward with this relationship. But it's right there in the background of my mind. Okay. And next thing, heart to heart felt conversation. So this is what is he wants to say. We need to have heart to heart. She's come with the heart and she's like, yes, dear, I'm listening. And he's like, okay, wait a second. How am I going to be able to say this to you? Okay, you know, I know we done came back together. If you're in reunion, my finances ain't where they supposed to be, but I'm willing to try. If you're in union, you're saying, okay, we got to buckle down together. We got to join forces in some kind of way, bringing this manifestation of money between the both of us. And if we're in recognition, he's trying to say, I'm kind of scared to say this to her because we just came together. She just recognizing that I might be the one. And here I hear with this bomb, that's saying that, you know, my money is funny, but I still want to try with you. Okay, so that's what this is. Okay. For the divine feminine, She's saying, let your friends help you. Ask for, accept support from others. Okay, so I'm looking at this card, and I'm seeing her kind of in an illusion about things, not really seeing things at face value. If I go back from what I said earlier, it's a new love. I won't say she kind of bipolar. What she is, she's really doing that twin energy where she's almost Gemini-ish in her thing. It's like, okay, one minute it's like, yeah, I can do this. Next minute it's like, no, I can't. One minute it's like, yeah, I can do this. And the next minute it's like, who is he again? Okay, I say I can't tell the difference between him and Joe Smo down the street. He give me butterflies and he give me butterflies. What's the difference? So she's kind of in that immature kind of loopy phase. It's just like, really, I don't have any kind of grounding, because I almost look at her like she's almost kind of semi kind of drugged. So it's just like everything is kind of hazy. I don't really have no good clear picture on what's going on with this. So I'm going to have to rely on either some friends, talk to the psychic, might have to talk to some kind of advisor, somebody that I've been mentored that I believe is spiritual. Maybe have to talk to mom, somebody that you trust. They could really help her to understand, because to me, like I said, she looks kind of loopy. She like she in the haze. It's like, I just really, you woke up and you kind of like, I don't have my bearings together. It's like, what? Huh? And you talk to me, like if you like my mom or anybody would talk to me in the morning, I like, hold on a second, give me a second, kind of get myself back to come back to reality, because right now, I'm just coming straight from sleep, and I don't know what the heck you talking to me about. You saying you what? And so that's the kind of way I'm picking up that she is with this. It's just like, I just don't know. This is like a dream. He's here in your reunion. You're saying he's here. We're not fighting anymore. He's not running. So it's like, okay, I don't know really what next step to take. And I'm telling you this, that I'm in union. I'm having some doubts. I hear you talking about this conversation. Now maybe it's kind of throwing me for a loop to say, okay, now I need to get my bearings straight. So this is what I'm picking up from her. The angels is there. Maybe she get a trusted good girlfriend or some female or another divine feminine that can help to kind of give some insight, that's been there on that journey, kind of knows, to kind of give us some insight, because it's like a dream like state. It's like, oh my God, it's all coming together. I can't believe it. Okay, so what does the universe has to say about what's going on for the ongoing future for this divine twin souls and reunion, union and recognition? Let's see, what is the overall? Ooh. Nice. 8 of air. Okay, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Okay, 8 of air action, we know that this right here means there's some conflict, and it is conflict. It's reading all through this for the union and reunion. She's dowdy. He's saying, I got some money issues. I'm willing to try and push forth, but at the same time, it don't look like we here, but it don't look like we got complete green light onto this whole thing. So yeah, this is believable, that the universe is saying overall energies, illusions, okay, with that. So I'm gonna ask, what is the thing? I'm gonna ask, let's ask Rummy, what is the advice that, or should I ask, let's do Journey of Love. Let's do Journey of Love. Okay, let's go and ask the Journey of Love cards. What's the next step we need to do? Although this saying about conflict, clear, what do we need to do? What's the next step for this twin flames in union? Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love this looking card. Okay, the next thing is you got a 46. I'm gonna put it right there, smack dab in your face. Bam. First, just for a moment, joy. So even though you're having all these doubts, I would say before I read it, is to find joy in, guess what? We found each other. guess what? We're back together. Guess what? We're in union. I mean, this thing is actually happening. We should find joy in the littlest of things. Get in within that light and see how that cycle that we have been through, this going round and round, how it's coming around into completion. And we really should be going around just doing the Holy Ghost dance. Do you know out of the 144,000 that's out there, that some of them is still going around, still have not found a twin flame, still have not been with a twin flame, or they're still in separation, or I like to call it self-discovery mode, or somebody else I seen on Facebook, one of the twin flame groups, they were saying she calls it self-care mode. Okay, if you're in there, how many are just stuck in perpetual self-care mode, like 7 years, 11? I seen one reader, she's talking about, I've been at this for 11 years. So, you know, thank God we have been blessed that we have gotten there. I mean, you should just really, I could just feel the joy from this. We should just really be rejoicing and thanking God every day when I'm able to text and I'm able to see you in person. I mean, I'm able to, if we're living together, I'm able to look over and see you in bed with me. I mean, this is like a dream. Do you know how many twin souls out there would be ready to, well, we're supposed to be in love. I was about to say, we want a string or hit you upside your head to say, dummy, you feeling like that? Do you know how I would feel if I was in your position? You in recognition, you in union, and you in reunion. Do you know what I would do to be in your position? Mom been saying, move out the way and give me your twin. Because evidently, you ain't, no wonder the universe going ahead and say, what you saying, you ate of air, you in that energy's about iffy. After a while, you don't want the universe to come along and to take that joy from you. I mean, although they're yours, but you don't want to get to that point that you go back into self-care or self-discovery mode. Feel the joy, claim the joy. That thank God we have came to this point. I don't need to read the book. I'll tell you what it is, because this card is reading to me what it is. Just for a moment. It means live in the moment. Thank God you text me. Thank God I get to hear your voice. Thank God I get to see your handsome, cute face. Thank God I get to hear you fuss at me. Thank God for that. That's the joy. So there's no reason to feel doubt, because if you have came to that point, then you know that it is time to rejoice. Like one of my friends said, you know that God loves a cheerful giver and he blesses you from that. So just be happy. Just thank God in the moments, even before then, so you can solidify that joy so it can keep on going. That almost had me crying now for that. Just thank God. This is just beautiful. This just emanates this joy, this pure joy, this pure happiness. If nothing else, just say thank you, universe, for giving me this opportunity to have this divine soul in my life. All right. For that's the end of the reading for this, for those who are in union, reunion, and recognition. If you would like to have a reading with me, Divine Twin Soul, define on divinetwinsoul11.com. I'm Divine Sunshine. But if you would like to have a reading, go to my website. Go to the services page, click on the link that says book online. Again, I'm running special at $11 for 30 minutes and $22 for 60 minutes. You can go to my Instantgo page. I'm not running a special there. It is what it is. Whatever they say it is, that's what I'm charging. So go on that page and you'll be able to talk to me. And you can get a video, or either I'll send you a 3-card picture of what's going on with that. So I say with these energies, those who are in union, reunion, and recognition, your assignment for you, because I am a teacher by trade, that is my mission in education, is to this beautiful card here. Just for a moment, joy. Just find the moments. I mean, in the littlest things, find the joy. Okay? With that, I say, I love you. Send you love. Kisses. Send you love and light. I say with that, stay elevated, stay motivated, and stay enlightened and inspired. Got that. And with that, say namaste, namago.